When I machine quilt, I always bring my bobbin thread up to the top so that it doesn't make a small blob of thread on the back. I then do several locking stitches in order to hold the thread secure. I then will machine quilt, and when I get to the end, I'll do the reverse. I'm going to show you those steps now. I start with my free motion foot on, and I'm going to lower my presser foot, lower the needle, raise the needle, raise the presser foot. Holding the top thread with my left hand, I'm pulling the fabric towards me and then gently pulling on that top thread. That causes my bottom thread, the bobbin, to come up to the top, and I can catch it with my seam ripper. I now move everything back to its original place with the needle over where the thread came up. I lower the presser foot, lower the needle, and do 4 or 5 stitches together, barely moving the fabric at all. These stitches will really lock in place, and I don't need to worry about them coming unstitched. I can then start doing my free motion quilting. And when I get to a spot where I want to stop, I'm going to do those steps in the reverse order. So first I'll do 4 or 5 locking stitches very close together. Then I will raise the needle, raise the presser foot, pull the fabric toward me. Using my left hand, I'll capture that thread and hold it. Bring the needle back into position over the last stitch. Drop the presser foot, drop the needle, raise the presser foot, pull the thread out, and you can see that the bobbin thread has been captured here, and I can use my seam ripper or a stiletto to pull it out. Now I'm going to trim the top thread at about 3 inches, the bottom thread, bobbin thread, at about the same. I now have the 2 threads. I can tie them in a knot, not super close to the edge of the top of the fabric. I want to leave a little bit of give so that when I pull it into the fabric, you'll hear a little pop. I now have a self-threading needle which has a gap in the top. Pull these threads taut, and both will pop right into the eye of the needle. I'm going to enter the fabric just about where that last stitch ended, parallel the line of stitching in between the top of the fabric and the batting, come out about 1/2 to 1/3 of an inch away, pull the thread through, give it a little tug, and that knot just popped into the inner fabric sandwich. Trim that close to the top, and then it's finished and secured. And then I'll go back to the beginning. I'll tie that as well and pop that into the fabric.